who I found. They said bring your flashlight on this trail. And what's Sydney have? That's a huge one. All right, we're going to spend our weekend at Overland Expo East. So about, I don't know, 45 minutes from here. But we decided to meet up and do a hike this morning. So we were at the Blue Ridge Tunnel. So it's almost a mile underground through an old abandoned railroad tunnel. Awesome. There are our vehicles. So what's it say up here? East Trail info. Don't forget your flashlight. Trail open sunrise to sunset. I don't know why, since you can bring your flashlight. No littering. Leave no trace. That would be nice. The Blue Ridge Tunnel.
Brand new, fully charged.
Okay, Google. When was the Blue Ridge Tunnel constructed?
According to Wolpert, Crozet was hired to build the Blue Ridge Railroad in 1849, and the tunnel opened in 1858.
The restoration of the tunnel was recognized in October by the Coalition for Recreational Trails with an award for its construction and design. That was in 2020. So I'm not too far. How long was the drive this morning? An hour?
45 minutes.
From Harrisonburg, Virginia, which is where my daughter Sydney lives. And what does Sydney do in Harrisonburg?
I am a wedding and portrait photographer.
Wait a minute, didn't you go to 5 years of college to become an English teacher?
Yes, and I am using that degree to help with my education.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay, so you're a wedding and portrait photographer?
Yes, among many other things.
Okay, and?
I am also a photographer educator. I love teaching other photographers. I am also starting my travel blog. I've been saying that for 2 years and it hasn't launched yet, but it will. It will. Focused mainly on car camping and road trips around the states, particularly the Virginia Shenandoah National Park area. I love Virginia, as well as backpacking, especially around Europe.
Around Europe. Okay. So what's going on in the wedding photography business?
Oh, in the wedding photography business, it is currently October, so I am deep into busy season. Deep into busy season. In Virginia, weddings are very seasonal, so it's mostly April, May, June, and September, October. So during that time, I have 1 to 3 weddings every single weekend, as well as portrait sessions almost every day.
So though we're at Overland Expo this weekend, you're doing what?
I have a wedding on Saturday, so I'll be missing a good chunk of the weekend.
Well, just Saturday. We'll have Friday, events on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Sunday's about half a day, 2/3 a day. All right, we're coming up to a sign, so we got to check out the sign and we'll get the rest of the story. Last sign wasn't as descriptive as I normally like. I think they were teasing us, giving us a little bit at a time. Okay, Google, who's Claudius Crozet?
According to Wikipedia, Claude Crozet was a soldier, educator, and civil engineer. Crozet was born in France and trained as an artillery officer and civil engineer. After the defeat of Napoleon's army, he emigrated to the United States in 1816 and joined the U.S. Army to teach at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
So it's interesting that last sign was Claudius Crozet, who was born and raised in France, and Sydney just talked about her Europe backpacking. However, Sydney says she has some exciting news to share about her wedding business.
Yeah, just yesterday I was interviewed by my local Harrisonburg newspaper. They do an artist in residence feature every week, and there is a local girl who's been following my Instagram for a while and saw I was back in town, and she decided to feature me this week.
All right, so people wanted to see your photography. Where did they see it?
Yes, you can just Google Sydney Kane Photography. I am at sydneykanephotography.com, on Instagram, on Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, everything. You Google Sydney Kane Photography, I will come up.
Blue Ridge Tunnel. more sign, Blue Ridge Tunnel. Crozet, Blue Ridge Tunnel. It's a little wet in here. This is an outstanding path though. Southern end of the tunnel. So it's a straight shot. That's almost a mile away. I see a little light coming at us. Someone's got their flashlight out. We're going to see how far we can go before we get ours out. Sydney switched out her headlight. Hers had no juice, so I loaned her mine. The water's flowing pretty quick through here. We got to see what that's about.
Oh, there it is.
It's cool. It's all natural tunnel. It's just rock. So my headlamp is pretty good that Sydney's borrowing, but it doesn't compare to a big flashlight. Let's see what this is. That's pretty good. Oh, got another little waterfall on the left. Oh, not waterfall. Yeah, a little bit. Anyways, let's shine back down the tunnel, Sydney, and see how much that lights up. Unbelievable. So I've been marveling about how the tunnel is all, you know, natural rock, but finally hit a section where it looks like it's shot creek.
Is that brick?
Pardon?
Is that brick?
You can see it's two different edges of it. And look up how high up it is. Not just with your head.
I did.
Amazing to think that was done in the 1850s. 170 years ago. Do you say you saw a bobcat?
I did. I was driving on Skyline Drive a few weeks ago for the Crusade's Star Party.
Yeah.
And I was just driving at night along the road, and I saw like a little figure on the wall, and I go, what is that? And so I slow down, because obviously they wait until the car is there to run in front of you. And it did.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it did. It literally waited until I was right in front of it. So I had to completely pause, because he jumped off the wall, and he stood in the road and looked at me.
Yeah.
He had like a mouse or something in his mouth.
Awesome.
He looked at me for a while,
Yeah.
and then ran away. So that's my first bobcat sighting in Shenandoah National Park, and I've been going there for years.
Awesome. So we got talking about the bobcat because Sydney said that rock was a bunny rabbit when we were in the tunnel.
Okay, from far away, the shadow looked like a rabbit.
What do you think, Sydney, about the tunnel?
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I'm sad I put it off for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were trying to figure out, I had the pin on the map and we were looking for a place to meet. So we decided this was the place, and Sydney thinks she's the one that probably shared that pin with me a while back.
I think so.
So
It was all the rage a few years ago when it first opened.
I get quite a few recommendations on places to go and see. So I just pin them on Google Maps. Dr. Robert Sumner Griffith. We were debating if the tunnel on this side is smaller, the entrance, than the other side. Look how fancy the top of it is. It's not like just plain. It has an edge work on it. All right, here, walk from side to side. Count your paces. Okay, we'll have to ttry that on the other end. These people gave up on their, oh, they got dogs.
Oh, look reflective vest.
Got
So
dogs.
safe.
Yeah. So how'd the dogs like the tunnel? Hello. Hello.
You did so well. I got a big old nose boot.
Did you?
Yeah.
She said they were a little scared. We're going to see how far we can go without a light. I predict either a water drop on Sydney's head, but this side was pretty dry.
Yeah, let's see the other side.
Okay, so I was going to say it was going to be a water drop on Sydney's head that would freak her out, or one of us is going to go off trail and bump into the wall. So how far do you think?
I'm making it to, you see the white line?
Right here?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I was like, oh! I made it very far.
Oh my gosh, that's hardly any at all. Why you go freaking out?
You touched my head.
All right, we gotta do a selfie in the tunnel.
Okay.
I'll set the light up.
Nice.
Where you actually going on?
That's weird. The double jets.
So Sydney spotted this little guy on the middle of the path.
Yeah, right before Dad almost stepped on him.
Impossible. Sydney's spotting the wildlife. Look at that. Ah, he's like home. Oh, he's got a little spot underneath. Look at him go. Sydney spotted two things so far. Let's see what else is in the creek. So Sydney's excited because she found a frog. All right, we're gonna switch to the phone. Get close up. I'm gonna leave the camera on in case he does something crazy. Sydney's got a good eye. Just spotted another crayfish. Sydney keeps spotting stuff. This one's a frog. Enjoy your day. You are admiring the roof because you have a nice footpath and you miss out the stuff on the ground. Oh, I see why this one is wider.
I told you.
You gonna march it off with your feet?
1, 2, 3.
That's cheating. It's actually not much wider.
18, like 19.
I'm not so sure you got those first steps right. That's it, the height. So we gotta go Overland Expo.
Woo!
All right, here we go.